How's it going, everybody? Chaos Gamer here, and yes, we are back with some more My Hero Ultra Rumble. And in today's video, at the time of this recording, we do have the start of Season 15. So we gotta go over the patch notes and see what characters got buffs / nerfed and other changes that they made to the game. So with that being said, let's not waste any more time. Let's blow this shit right the hell up. And ladies and gentlemen, let us get started with today's video. And you can let me know down below, how do you feel about these patch notes? Do you like them? Do you hate them? There's one character I wish that they would nerf, and it's this character right here, Lady Naga. Please, I'm begging, she needs to get nerfed. Oh my god, I'm tired of fighting this woman. So, let's start off with reading through the new features. Throughout the maintenance update on January 21st, 2026, we made the following changes. A new stage, Neo Academia, has been added. I will be going over this stage entirety of the map so you guys get a look, maybe formulate some strategies, or you just want to see how the overall map looks. The Neo Academy stage rotates every 2 hours. USJ version 3 and UA Island version 2 and Chaos City rotate every 1 hour for 5 hours each. Tutorial, training, and custom match modes are not included in this rotation. A special animation when being KO'd has been added. The new animation will make it easier to distinguish between being down and KO'd. Interesting. A step-up feature has been added to the costume pickup roll. There are 3 steps in total, and you can advance these steps every 10 rolls. At step 3, one of the pickup costumes is guaranteed. After step 3, progress will reset to step 1. Now, I don't think people are still going to be summoning on these banners regardless, unless the first step is literally less than 90% of a multi. Then at that point, people will start summoning on those banners. But if that's not going to be the case, people are not going to summon if it's the same amount. Customizable background parts were added to my room, which I definitely want to see. System adjustments. Players are not able to pick up items while taking damage. What? Huh? I mean, technically in Fortnite you can do the same thing, so I guess, you know what, never mind, but that is weird though. Increase the amount of time remaining in the final phase of all stages. Interesting, okay. Item related improvements. Markers placed on an ability card will now display the card's level. That's good. The number of the same items in your item bag will now display when approaching an item. Okay. Recovery item S that pop out from a KO character will now group together. That's cool. When a player's item bag is full, holding the pickup button will now open the swap screen. That's nice. Okay, I like that. Rather than having to drop the item and then pick up the item, now it's just everything in one go. Adjust the color of the effects emanated by an item bag large. Adjust the color of the item capacity displayed on the item bag screen. The duration of ability cards will now be displayed on the item bag screen. That's cool. When selecting a level up card on the item bag screen, players can now increase the level of each quirk skill with the same button controls as when using each respective quirk skill. So, okay, I see what they mean. So basically, if I press R2, I'm going to be upgrading my card with the level up card. Or if I press like L1, it's going to be upgrading with that as well. Okay, I see what they mean. Increase the display priority of the invincibility effect over other effects to make it easier for players to see when they are invincible. Yeah, because sometimes people can't tell. You got to look at like the white marker around the character's body to make sure that you know that they're invincible. But if they're going to make it even easier to tell the difference, that is good, especially for new players. The shop. The name of the character ticket has been changed to Battle Style Ticket. Item functionality remains unchanged. If you guys don't know though, they added quirk skill set characters to the battle ticket. So now you are able to get the following characters that I'll list out right now. Midoriya quirk skill set, Bakugo quirk skill set, Shoto quirk skill set, Shigaraki quirk skill set, the yellow one, and then you got Dabi, the red one. So good characters that you are able to pick up from those. Step up rolls. A UI screen was added to make it easier for players to check the items required for each step and confirm their progress. That's cool. Bug fixes for Froppy and Dabi quirk skill set. Fix the issue where the camouflaging or crazy torch status could be cancelled when performing a plus ultra / plus chaos move. And adjust so that players can perform a plus ultra / plus chaos move more reliably while affected by the above statuses. Overhaul, the original one. If you guys don't know, Overhaul is the one that is getting a quirk skill set. So for those of you that were correct, congratulations. Fix the issue where players were sometimes unable to inflict damage using the special action Disassembly when grabbed by All Might's Gatling quirk skill Gamma Arizona. Okay, I was gonna say sometimes because I feel like every time Overhaul gets grabbed by me, they do that. They just activate the special action. They're able to, no problem. Monoma, original. Fix the issue where using the quirk skill Gamma of a copied Izuku Midoriya one for all. My bad, not all for one. Original. Or the movement could be cancelled into another character's quirk skill beta. Fix the issue where using the quirk skill beta of a copied Itsuka Kendo, the quirk skill son, where it could be cancelled into another character's quirk skill. Now we got battle style adjustments. All battle styles, aerial melee attacks, Just so that when meleeing immediately after inputting a jump, the aerial melee attack will be activated even if the character has not yet left the ground. Okay. Endeavor, the original one, Alpha, Burning Ray, change the gauge to a percentage format and change to allow for continuous attacks by holding down the button. Then we got Midoriya, full bullet quirk skill set, Manchester Smash, changed so that when used while airborne, the drop position can now be adjusted with movement input. That's good. I thought he'd get a little bit more than that, but I guess they felt like he didn't need it. Original Dabi, quirk skill, Alpha, Arson. Increase the initial velocity of flame project. Okay, what? So what, they're faster now? Improve flame projectiles tracking ability and decrease damage inflicted. I feel like they could already track pretty good, but if they made it even better, we gotta test that out. What the hell? Uraraka, the original one, her Gamma Nebulous Space, change the timing of damage to be set 1 second after the AoE effect appears. What? So literally frame 1, you're gonna get hit with damage? That's crazy. Change so that the debris will be generated even if the motion is interrupted as long as the AoE effect appears. Okay, so I'm thinking of some crazy tech right now. Let's say you're about to get attacked. You activate the Gamma on the ground. Bam, they're going to take damage right there. We got Amajiki, original plasma cannon. Change to allow cancellation when firing while airborne by evading. What? Okay. Lemillion, the counter for the quirk skill set 1. Change to allow an invincible premonition dash attack after a successful counter to always pass through buildings and other... Like, this character needed more of a buff, dude. Oh my god, this character needed a nerf. He needed a nerf. Shinozaki, the original... Wait, what? Quirk skill set confirmed for Shinozaki? I'm rooting for you on that. Crucifixion on her Gamma now restores HP when landing a hit. It's pretty good. Shoto Todoroki, the original one, Beta, Heaven Piercing Ice Wall, decreases damage inflicted from level 4 through 9. Okay, so our first nerf, because I'm not gonna hold you guys. That Beta does a lot of damage. Oh my god. My friend, he always suffers from Shoto when he gets hit by this because he's basically dead at that point. We just call him the Shoto killed. Next we got the Gamma, which is the Ice Step. Change to prevent jumping off a ledge while the technique is active. Okay. And then change to allow the move to continue even after descending from ledges. That is a huge buff for Shoto, because before, what you definitely did not want to do with Shoto is when you're jumping off a building, you did not want to activate the Gamma because then you're just wasting the Gamma for free. Now you could do it even if you jump off a building, which I'm definitely going to be testing that out. We got some Mentos, Quirk Skill Beta, Load Bearing Wall. After deploying to the left and right, can now be extended backwards with movement input. What? Okay. Then we got the special action Defensive Wall. Expand the range of revival and then change the shape of the cement upon revival. What? So what? Is it a different shape now? Okay. We got Mr. Compress, the original one with his Gamma Magician's Choice. Increase the background hit detection for hit prediction. And then adjust it to make it easier to tell whether or not a jump will collide with a wall. Then we got Midoriya, One for All. Beta Detroit Smash Quintuple. Change to consume entire gauge. Okay. Overhaul original special action restoration. Change to heal all nearby allies regardless of the receptile's orientation. And can be used even if allies are off screen. Okay. So Overhaul became a very good support type character with that now. What the hell, dude? And with the defensive one, it's still going to have the special action. So that's interesting. Okay. Oh, wow. Bakugo, the original one, Beta, improvised grenades. Aim assist is now disabled only while holding a grenade. That's cool. And it cannot be canceled while holding a grenade by evading. Yeah, because no matter what, you have to throw the grenade. Been a while since I used Red Bakugo. Kaminari, the original one, Quirk Skill Gamma Human Stun Gun. Just to allow changing in the aim direction when activating on the ground. Can no longer use movement input to turn left or right while charging. Please, let's just nerf this character to the ground. I'm tired of the one-shot demon, please. Kurogiri, special action, Bail Out. Increase duration of the effect to make the skill activation easier to see from other people's perspective. What? Yaya Rose, the original one, Quirk Skill Beta, Create, Unfalling Castle Wall. Reduce the wait time before charging. And then the Gamma, Create Bullet Range, decrease damage inflicted. Yeah, her Gamma was absolutely crazy with damage. Oh my god. So the fact that this got a nerf, good W. Next, we got All For One, the original, Adjust Character's Jump Behavior. Okay. Pretty weird, but sure. Do they mean like he's gonna get more hops now? He's gonna get less hops now? Kirishima, the original one, Yellow, Quirk Skill Gamma Red Burst, reduce damage detection time and increase gauge reload speed. Shigaraki, Catastrophe. I'm assuming this is the defensive one. I think it is because the other one is 1000 something. Alpha, Earthbreak, increased projectile flight distance, so you're going to be going up in the air more so than usual. And then Quirk Skill Gamma, Catastrophe, adjusted to retain a small amount of Interia at the end of the attack. Armored All Might, original, HP reduced to 350 HP. And that is basically it for all the adjustments. So now let's take a look at the special tuning skill adjustments. Cement Toss, Revenge Support. The user's HP will no longer recover when outside this safe area. That's good, because that's toxic. Come on. Certainly known issues. Lady Nagant. Okay. If certain conditions are met, it may be possible to stay airborne for extended periods of time. We appreciate your patience while we work on resolving this issue and apologize for any inconvenience. That wasn't a hack then? So you mean to tell me that... No, there's no way that wasn't. Because I'm thinking about right now how people are just able to fly in the air like nobody's business. If that's not a hack, that is insane. And I need the dev team to do better when it comes to things like that. Like frame 1, get on that. There's no way you let that be in the thing for the entirety of when she was around. Like, what? That's insane. But now that we took a look at everything on the website when it comes to the patch notes, we're going to take a look at the Discord so we can look at the initial value of what things got buffed / nerfed by. So stay tuned. Let's get into it. Alright, so here we are on the Ultra Rumble database to get the exact value at things that got buffed and nerfed by. And if you need confirmation to make sure that these both are the same thing, let's take a look at Armored All Might's HP. It goes down from 400 all the way to 350. Bam, right there. HP reduced to 350. So let's get started with the balance changes in damage. Izuku Midoriya original and the full bullet. Aerial combat goes up from 100 to 250. Ground combat goes down from 100 to 50. Ground combat 3 goes down from 100 to 50. And the ground combat 4 is going to be the same thing. Next, we got Bakugo, both original and quirk skill set. Down power goes up from 100 to 250. And then the ground combat 3 goes down from 250 to 100. Next, we got Uraraka, both of them. Aerial combat goes up from 100 to 250. Ground combat 2 goes down from 100 to 50. Same thing for ground combat 3 and ground combat 4. Next, we got Shoto with their down power going up from 100 to 250. Ground combat 2, 3, and 4 going down from 100 to 50. Then we have the first thing that we're going to be taking a look at when it comes to quirks, which is going to be Shoto's beta. So let's take a look at the numbers that are getting nerfed starting at level 4. 150 to 154 to 150, my bad. Level 5, 161 to 152. Level 6, 168 to 154. Level 7, 175 to 156. Level 8, 182 to 158. And then level 9 and 10 from 200 all the way to 160. Now you guys can see why they specifically nerfed it, because that damage is insane. 200, and you're hitting both of them. That's like 400 right there. Like, what the hell? Next, we got Momo on her Gamma. Let's start with level 1. It goes down from 85 to 80. Level 2, 90 to 85. Level 3, 95 to 90. Level 4, 100 to 95. Level 5, 105 to 98. Level 6, 110 to 101. Level 7, 115 to 104. Level 8, 120 to 107. And then 9 and 10, 125 to 110. Next, we got All Might, both forms. Aerial combat does go from 100 up to 250. And then the ground combat does go down from 50 to 5. Dabi, they decrease the damage and guard break values from level 2 to 10. So let's take a look at that. So damage and guard break goes from 48 to 44. Level 3 goes from 54 to 46. Level 4 goes from 60 to 49. Level 5, 62.4 to 51. Level 6, 64.8 to 53. Level 7, 67.2 to 55. Number 8, 69.6 to 57. And then finally, level 9 and 10, 72 to 60. Next, we got Endeavor, decreasing the damage on his Alpha starting at level 1. So, damage goes down from 20 to 13. Same thing for the guard break. Down power is going to be the same thing throughout the entirety, though, which is 25 to 50. Level 2 is 21 to 14. Level 3 is 22 to 15. Level 4 is 23 from 16. 24 to 17 at level 5. Level 6 is 25 to 18. Level 7 is 26 to 19. Level 8 is from 27 to 20. Level 8 is 28 to 21. And then 9 and 10. Oh, wait, my bad. Did I mix that up? Wait, 27 to 20. Again, level 9 is... Okay, my bad. I'm sorry. I don't know why I got confused right there. Next, we got Lemillion with the original and the quirk skill set. Aerial combat does go up from 100 to 250. Ground combat 50 to 25. And the same thing for ground combat 3. Next, we got Amajiki, who is getting a buff on the Alpha. Starting at level 2, 105 to 108. Level 3, 108 to 111. Level 4, 111 to 115. Level 5, 115 to 118. Level 6, 118 to 121. Level 7, 121 to 124. Level 8, 124 to 127. And then at level 9, 127 to 130. Hawks on both quirk skill set and the original. Down power is going to be increased to 125 on the aerial combat, but then ground combat 3 is going from 50 to 5. Kendo on both forms, aerial combat is going up from 150 to 250. And then for the ground combat 2, ground combat 3, and ground combat 4, 100 to 50. Next, we got Cementos, aerial combat going from 150 to 250, ground combat 3 and 4. Actually, sorry, they are different this time. Ground combat 3 is going from 50 to 25, while ground combat 4 is going from 150 to 50. Kurogiri's aerial combat is going up from 200 to 250. Shinso's aerial combat is going from 100 to 250. Armored All Might's aerial combat going from 50 to 100. And then Midoriya, one for all, his down power is going from 50 to 100. No balance changes when it comes to the magazines. Balance changes to the tuning, we already know about that. Battle style adjustments, this we already knew. Endeavor, they changed the percentage, that we already knew. The beta we already knew. With Dabi's Arson, we already knew. Oraka's Nebula Space, we already knew. The Amajiki, we already knew. Quirk skill set, Lemillion, we read. Shinozaki, Shoto. Then we got Cementos. Okay, I think everything else is the same, but I am going to be just reading through like as quickly as I can just to make sure anything is not left out here. Yep, we already saw the bug fixes with the characters, the new features that are going to be added, the system adjustments. The shop, and then the issues. Alright, so with that is where in today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to like and comment if you want to. You don't have to, but it's always greatly appreciated. Also subscribe. Again, you can let me know down below your own personal opinions on these patch notes, whether you like them, whether you hate them. Kind of wish they touched Lady Nagant, but I guess they really don't want to do that right now because she is the newest character on the block, even though they are going to be fixing one of her main issues that should be fixed. And with that, I'll see you next time for the summons.